Okay, now our next dish is going to be Veal Rossini, Veal Rossini. Lightly egg battered veal, topped off with sliced prosciutto di Parma, sliced tomato, and fresh mozzarella. This is one of our signature dishes here at the restaurant. What we do is we're dredging our veal in flour, and then the egg. We'll get ourselves set up to lightly pan fry it. You want to get it coated nicely and evenly, but take off as much of the excess as you can. There's one. Well, veal, the lighter color it is, you know you got a good veal. You always want, veal is a good piece of veal, milk fed, grass finished. As you can see, this is very light in color, and it doesn't need to cook that long. Just once over so your eggs are cooked. Then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to slowly transfer pans. This pan I had lightly heating up. I'm going to take about a tablespoon of butter. I'm going to take some minced garlic, pinch of pepper. Notice I'm not adding any salt because the prosciutto is cured and quite salty on its own, so it's going to add that extra flavor. Next up, we'll just shut that off. We'll let this just start to incorporate and gain a little bit more heat. And while that's working, I'm going to get my wine ready. We're going to use Eccodomani Pinot Grigio. Now it's all starting to sizzle, and let me tell you something, I wish you were here. The smell of the garlic is like really taking over this room. You ladies back there, can you smell the garlic back here? See? The very pronounced aroma. Now we're going to add the wine and deglaze that. Our next step, turn our veal cutlets over once. We're going to add 1 slice of prosciutto, which is imported from Parma, Italy. It's a cured ham, like I said. Has a nice smoky flavor to it. Fresh mozzarella and sliced tomato. Then we're going to add chicken stock and our last ingredient, just to add a little color, is a pinch of marinara sauce. Marinara sauce is a basic Italian plum tomato sauce, which is basically salt, pepper, basil, and garlic. Now what we'll do is we're going to cover our pan just to let that mozzarella slightly melt onto the veal. While we're doing that, we're going to start preparing our plate. Garnish is everything. So what we'll do is we're going to take a little bit of mixed field greens and we're going to distribute it around our plate like so. Get a nice pretty green look. Our next step, I took the liberty, you're probably wondering when I put this out what kind of Italian dish is this, but this is an Italian dish with a little twist. And I put into a piping bag some mashed potatoes that we make here in house, and I'm gonna make a nice pile of mashed potatoes right in the center, just like that. By this time, I need to find my rag first. Here it is. I normally blame everybody in the kitchen for my rags being missing. I can't blame anybody right here. All right, as you can see, I'm going to take the cover off. Our mozzarella has started to melt. All right, then we'll take our veal dish, and we're going to add 1 piece of vitello there. One piece of vitello there. And we're just going to drizzle a little bit of that goodness right over top of it. Just enough to give it the rest of the flavor. And a little parsley for garnish. Voila, vitello rossini. Buon appetito.